Fitness Training once again, and thank you so much for watching the video. And today we're doing a video about some of the requests you guys have sent me, and one of the typical requests I get all the time is, do I need to have an amazing physique in order to become a greater version of myself? And let me start with the answer, which is no. Now, we all know about these, about Instagram, Facebook, internet. Obviously we all got information everywhere. Obviously it's popping from all angles really. And nowadays it's all very much so about the way people look. And I understand that sometimes that can be a big mistake. However, let me cover some stuff that maybe some of you guys are probably not so much aware of. And this will obviously have a bit of a knock-on effect on the people that think that a lot of times it's all about the way you look. Well, let me explain to you. There's obviously very types of different humans. What I mean by that is, depending on how you learn from an internal point of view and how you learn from an external point of view. So what I mean by that is about if people are visual people, for instance, so people that are visual people are people that it's all about how they look, what they see, how great it looks. Now, someone that's not so visual, someone that is perhaps kinesthetic, what I mean by that, someone that is more in touch with their feelings, is about how the coach feels, how the training feels. So those people probably not so in touch with the way they look. So therefore, they're more in touch with the way they feel about things. So when it comes to actually obviously do a training session, it's all about the way they feel. So they're not really bothered about having great biceps or great abs or losing 2 or 3 or 4 stone. It's more about the way they feel about the way they train. So this may be really confusing because most of you guys might think that it's all about the way you look. So this is the way we got to start understanding. And then there's other people out there which are very kinesthetic or auditory digital. What I mean by that is people that basically are thinking about whether the training makes sense to them in terms of, let's say I need to run, say 10k. How fast can I run 10k? Okay, so for them it doesn't really matter whether they've got 20-inch arms or abs or great physique. For them it doesn't actually matter how it feels. It's more about whether they can actually achieve these particular targets. Okay, so in this brief sort of explanation, I'm just explaining 3 different types of which can be very much so misunderstood, because a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to the gym, all of a sudden it's all about the way you look, and that can really sometimes put people off, because it's not just about the way you look. Yeah, for the people that are visual, it's all about the way you look. For people that are kinesthetic, it's just all about the way you feel. For people that are maybe auditory digital, it's all about the way they think their training's going. So it's about detail, it's about graphics, it's about progression. And for other people as well, it's all about how they feel spiritual. Some people just like to come to the gym to distress their mind. Okay, now they don't particularly want to lose loads of weight or gain loads of muscle. All they want really is about gaining a little bit of fitness and feeling a lot better. And this will have a massive knock-on effect on how basically we as trainers actually then implement our training. Now, one of the things I've done, obviously, by training people for over 20 years, I've really adapted a lot of understanding around what the person needs. And this is, believe it or not, even trainers, we make these mistakes a lot of times where we think that everyone has to look in this particular way or everyone's got to do this particular training. And a lot of times we forget really, like if you're doing a lot of, say, aesthetic training to someone that is actually kinesthetic and they don't really care about the way they look, and you're doing loads of those particular training, it's going to lose the person. And then if you're doing loads of kinesthetic training and someone wants to look really good, you're losing the person. So we really have to identify as to what people like and people need and people want really. And this then has a knock-on effect on the results and how people actually become the greatest version. So when you look on your, perhaps on your WhatsApp or on your Instagram or on your Facebook, and you see people like boasting about how they look and everything, that sometimes only is going to tap to the people that are visual. Okay, so people that are visual are going to say, yeah, fantastic, they look good, brilliant. Okay, The people that are kinesthetic or auditory digital is going to look at them and think, what the bloody hell are these guys doing? Okay, because they don't make any sense to them. Okay, again, to protect the guys that be visual, let's say for people that sometimes are going on about how they run a mile in whatever time and how their training's progressing, but for people that are visual, they can't really see no progression. That don't make sense for the people that are visual as well. So it can be very confusing. So remember, if you're visual, it's all about the way you look. Okay, that's all about the way you look. They don't really care if they lift any weight, or as long as they look good, that's what it's all about. For people that are kinesthetic, it's more all about the way they feel about themselves in the world and out the world. But that's another topic that I'm going to go into for another video. And if you auditory digital, it's all about whether it makes any sort of sense in terms of training. Do I do a 1K or 20K or 10K, or do I bench press X amount of weight for X amount of time, or can I do these particular exercises as fast as I can, and can I go and do something else? So that's a lot to do with targets and sort of graphics and a sort of progression, and that's how we then sort of establish as to how you can become your greatest version. So here we are, another video in order to help you guys to become better versions of yourself. As you guys know, I love to do videos about all sorts of things. This one is a little bit outside the box again, just to open the horizons for a lot of people out there that think sometimes that one size fits all. Even I, although I've been in the industry for a very long time and I'm an expert in this field, I'm still learning every single day. So here we are, another video in order to help you guys. You know how to find me on Instagram, Carlos Trainer 10. Also on my YouTube channel, which is Carlos Trainer. Have a look at it. And we've got loads of videos about diet, nutrition, supplementation, some crazy ones as well, which is good for us to have fun as well. And also a lot of some detailed stuff there in order to help us become our greatest version. So with all that said, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit. Have a great day. Take care.